Now, we're going to take a close look at the industry and try to answer some very tough questions out of Seattle. We welcome Scott Hamilton, Managing Director of Leeham Company. Welcome to Biz Asia America. And I have to start with you. The industry is doing great. Rosa was talking about it. We know the stocks are doing really great. I guess in a nutshell, why? And why now?
Well, it's really these fees that she was talking about. If you go down and look at the ancillary fees that the airlines charge worldwide, it's just not the United States. Many, many airlines are getting all of their profits from these fees. It's not from the ticket prices.
I want to show you a quote that we got from Boeing today. I had a chance to talk to some folks at senior management and Boeing. I want to put that on the screen. And they talk about demand. And I know the airlines are doing well, but I'm just wondering, they say that the region, specifically Asia Pacific, will account for nearly half the world's air traffic by 2032. The number of aircraft that are going to be needed at that time is going to triple. My question is this: do profits at airlines mean more orders for planes?
Oh, absolutely. Airbus has got more than 1,000 orders this year alone. They went into this year thinking they were only going to get 700 orders. Boeing's order book is healthy at over 800. I believe that they had gone into this year also looking at about 700. This order for 200 737s out of China that was just mentioned is not yet on that book, so that'll bring Boeing to 1,000. You really are surprised by just how well the order book is doing this year.
I'm going to put the airline industry under the microscope here, because during the times that they were doing badly, they told us they had to charge extra fees to make money. They told us they had to shrink the seats to make money. They told us they had to cram more of us into one plane to make money. So now that they're making all this money, does that mean that the flying experience will actually get a little bit better?
How naive you are. Of course not. Air Canada has just configured the Boeing 777-300 with 458 seats. This is an airplane that nominally takes 365 seats. They're not going to take any seats out. They're going to do more to jam more seats in.
Okay, so you're not going to be standing on the plane pretty soon. I want to show our viewers a graphic we actually put together. This was we put that together to show you an example of the size of the seat when you compare it to sort of other modes of transportation. The top, as you can see there, is a 777 jet, 10 seats across. So they're cramming you in 17 inches. 17 inches is all you get. First class gets you 21, but take a look at this. A movie theater, the train, even a packed stadium, you actually get a bigger seat. I mean, at what point are people going to say, look, I can't shrink any smaller? And here's my real question to you is, we were talking about this earlier, is the middle seat really smaller than the other seats?
They are not really smaller, but what is interesting is that Bombardier with this new C Series, which is not an international jet, it's a 3,000-mile jet, they have taken the middle seat and they have made it 19 inches wide, with the window and aisle seats being only 18 inches wide only. And they've actually gone the other direction, but for Boeing and Airbus airplanes, they still have these 17-inch seats, or in the case of some of the Airbus airplanes, they're even 16.7 inches wide.
The fees that we talk about, whether you're sending golf clubs or skis, bringing a baby on board or an infant on board, the luggage, I mean, every airline, except for really one or two, now charge to bring extra luggage on board the aircraft. I'm talking about like just one luggage or sometimes even two luggage. I mean, this used to be all free. Is there a point where it's just too much? At some point, doesn't the consumer, the flyer, say, look, enough is enough with this?
Well, they may, but they really don't have any choice. The one airline, Southwest Airlines here in the United States, that advertises bags fly free, their first bag, their second bag has a fee to it. They said on their earnings calls today that they may start charging for that bag as well. So even Southwest may go away. But what really grates passengers is the fact that you have a Spirit Airlines that charges as much as $100 to carry on a bag. Now that seems really egregious, and it is, but the idea is that some passengers are sneaking the bags through security and go up to the gate and say, okay, here's my bag. And that $100 fee is intended to be so onerous that you will actually check the bag
Yeah.
like you're supposed to.
It's a little trick on passengers. All right, Scott, something fun that you can help our viewers on. A lot of our viewers around the world, we travel obviously internationally. When you buy tickets, you know this industry well. How do you buy a ticket, and what's the best way to get the best deal, and which seat should I pick?
Well, the best day to buy a ticket at its cheapest price typically is a Tuesday. And you want to, as far as your seats are concerned, if you're not a frequent flyer and one of the elite on an airline, you really have to wait till the last 24 hours to see if you can get a desirable seat. In my case, I like an aisle seat. If you happen to be an elite flyer, you can usually choose that aisle seat sooner or at the time of booking.
All right. Who says Biz Asia America doesn't help you make money? Scott, thank you very much joining us from Seattle, analyst talking about the airline industry.